wanted to show you how the reformer works and what it is. So this is called our Pilates Reformer. A lot of people think it looks like a torture device, which yes, it could be. Sometimes you work really hard in class and you may think it's torture, but it's a good torture. Dr. Strange has even called it a torture device in one of his movies too. So if you've seen that, you know what I'm talking about. Really though, it's not. It's actually one of my favorite machines because it has springs. So I'm going to show you those springs. The springs allow you to be able to aid your movement so that it helps you to make it not as hard and give you more support, or on the flip side, we can lighten the springs in some instances or make them heavier, depending on the exercise to make it more challenging for you. So we're going to show you those springs real fast. One of our clients dubbed this kind of like a stoplight. So think of it as red is the heaviest because it stops you. Yellow is medium spring, so you can still kind of go, but not too far. And then green is the lightest. We always want to put on a spring before we take off a spring. Otherwise, in higher level classes, if you ever take off all the springs when you are standing up here, you may end up doing the splits a lot faster than you wanted to. So we always make sure that there is a spring on when you are doing an exercise. This is your foot bar. We use this most of the time for feet, hence the reason that it's called the foot bar. However, sometimes we do put our hands on here. This is our platform. And then this, what you typically lay on or sit on, is called the carriage. Obviously, again, it is spring loaded, so you have to make sure that your movements are nice and controlled so that you don't fling. Shoulder blocks. Now, the biggest complaint is that they are tough. However, as you get used to being on the reformer, a lot of times your core will get stronger as you continue to come to Pilates, which will hold you more in place. But in the beginning, you're going to find that you are squished up against these and your shoulders may tend to get a little bit sore. So typically, to combat that, we can give you some rags that you can tuck up here to give you a little extra padding until you get used to it. These are our straps. We have long loops and short loops. Our long loops are typically for feet or less tension when we're doing arm exercises, and short loops are typically for arm exercises or more tension for things. And then just if any of the instructors ever reference the pulleys or risers, that's these. And then also we do have, new to the studio, platform extenders, which can go right here covering the springs, which will allow you to have a little bit wider base here at the bottom, or you can always put your hands down here instead of on this wooden platform. It's just a little bit more cushy. Some other things that we use in the studio are also the ball, the magic circle, the ring of fire, the ring of hell, whatever you want to call it, or the box. So these are just some things that you may see in class. We also sometimes use our Pilates chair, which is also spring loaded, just like the reformer is, and it can give us some different tension to help or to make it a little bit harder. So hopefully this helps you to know a little bit more about our equipment so that you won't be so scared and think they are torture devices. But we would love to have you come try a class anytime.